If you've been following us for the last couple of years on our YouTube or our website, you'll see that we sort of changed the finish a bit of the instruments and a bit more of an antique, more matte finish. And what we've been doing is, as we finish off different models, we've been sort of filling in the gaps. And I'm quite excited to show you this Martin 3/4 model. It's a 5-string, and it's gorgeous. So a little bit of history about the Martin 3/4. So the Martin 4/4 or Martin 4/4, that instrument is basically a cut down version of like a Panormo model, and it was designed by Tom, and his idea was to make a playable classic Panormo model bass. And over the years, lots of things have changed. You know, they used to only be flat back, and they had different sound holes. And you know, over the last like 25 years or more, they've sort of changed and evolved and everything. And the Martin 4/4 was like, you know, classic model. Everyone loved it. And then someone said, "Tom, can you make me a 3/4 size?" So Tom was like, "Right, what am I going to do here?" And he decided that the best thing to do was to go to the photocopy shop with an exact outline, with someone that had a massive photocopier basically. And he took the pattern for the Martin 4/4, and he said, "What I want you to do is I want you to shrink the whole thing down until the body stop," which the body stop is the measurement from the top of the top block to the tonal centre, which is the nick, the line between the nicks. And he said, "Can you cut it down until that bit there is 1.5 centimetres less than the full size one?" So what you've got here is, it's not like we changed the top bar, we changed this, the whole thing. It's like a very, very slightly scaled in 4/4. So it's still a decent sized bass, still very easy to play obviously because of the shoulder and stuff. And yeah, so the Martin 3/4 was born, and really popular model ever since. And yeah, and this particular example is really nice. Yeah, so and you'll see it's a proper, you know, English bass, English style bass, sort of Brescian style sound holes, very much our heritage, sort of Panormo-y rim. And again, it's got a very, very low shoulder here. So although it looks, you know, proper, you know, nice shape, actually the distance from where your thumb sits at the D to there is really big. And what that means is, to find a G, I haven't even gone over the bass yet. I'm sort of already in thumb position before I haven't even started to get over the bass. So it's super easy to play. Great solo bass, you know, you could also play it in orchestra. Yeah, and a really popular, lovely model. So if we look at this particular one, obviously it's a 5-string. And I think those of you that sort of watch some of our other stuff, you might find that we've already discussed this, but you'll notice that normally on a 4-string, the strings are pretty much in the centre of the fingerboard. So you'll have like the 2 outer strings sort of kind of equidistant from the edge, and then the other strings obviously in the middle, with a tendency to, if anything, be slightly over in this direction. Reason being is, when you play the lower strings, if you watch, my hand is going to go that way. See, when I close the string down, I don't push it straight down just because of the shape of it. This one I push straight down. This one goes across. So to make a 5-string really comfortable and not have a too wide neck, what we do is we almost hang the bottom string almost off the edge of the fingerboard, right up to the edge. Reason being is, you're not going to start playing in thumb position in most cases on the B, so it's just sort of up to here. And actually, what that does, I'm still got loads of fingerboard because I'm always pulling it that way. And what it does, it means we've got quite a narrow fingerboard, so you get more of more of a 4/4, more 4-string sort of feel that you get from the fingerboard. So it's really comfortable, high bridge elevation, high overstand here. So again, all the notes sit out in front of you, very easy to play with a German bow if you want to, due to the sort of everything being a little further away from you, rather than sort of having to kind of do this to get clearance, or sort of watch out what you're doing to not stab the bass the other way. Yeah, so 5-string, really well designed for people to play. People love them. You know, we do a lot of 5-string conversions because of all this sort of, the bit I'm discussing there, to make it comfortable. This one, 5-string, you'll see really nice sort of medium wide grain spruce on the front. You know, beautiful tone wood, lots of modular arrays in it. They're really beautiful stuff. And then probably the real treat of this is the back. That's cool. So you've got the lovely antique finish, but also look at the wood, it's ridiculous. You know, incredible stripy wood. That for the base looks awesome. I mean, I think it suits it so well. And as I say, I love the varnish. And you can always tell the Martin model bases because they've got the break. So obviously to make a bass comfortable, you need to be thinner at the top than it is at the bottom. If you get a bass that's the same distance all the way up, it's pretty uncomfortable to play because this area here where you sort of, or that area there where you sort of, it's up against you, yeah, it sort of gets in the way. But by putting a break, you go from the wide to the narrow. So the round back, again, deep Panormo rim with a break, sort of classic Martin style. And then the same, the ribs, you know, beautiful, seriously flame maple, which is nice. And then really lovely neck to, you can see, and then obviously a gorgeous scroll, beautiful English Baker style tuners that we have made about 15 miles from here, which are quite cool. They've got aluminium barrels, so they're super light and don't take off any of the resonance. They're also not heavy. And of course the varnish, so this is what I would call our dark red brown varnish. Because the varnish we put on is so vibrant in colour, yet it goes on so thin, you end up being able to see every grain, yet we can actually build up quite a dark colour, yet you can see every grain. So yeah, beautiful classic example of a Martin 3/4, 5-string. Yeah, not much more to say. Great model if you're looking for sort of that English style but something a little smaller. Yeah, that's it.